Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So from the title of this video, you already know that I got my boobs done, and in this video I'm going to be telling you guys about my experience. I'm going to give you guys all the deets on everything, guys, on how it went, the recovery, the doctor, the price, all that things, all those things. So if you guys are trying to be chismosas and find out all the deets that went on with my breast augmentation, then keep watching this video, guys. Where should I begin? Yes, I got my boobs done in Las Cruces, New Mexico. The doctor's name was Dr. Scott Martin. Guys, he literally did such an awesome job on my boobs and on everybody's boobs that I've seen. I paid $4,300 for my boobs, and I actually did a payment plan, which there's different types of payment plans that you guys can do. The one I chose, it was like 12 months no interest, but I actually put $2,000 down, so the balance on my credit card with them is $2,300, and I have a whole year to pay that with no interest. So that was something I was like, should I put all of it down or should I just pay for it? And I just decided to put it on another credit card, guys. Throughout my process with them, they were super nice. They answered all my questions because if you know me, you know I ask so many freaking questions. I hate not knowing things, so I asked them every single question that I had, and the receptionist, the nurses that worked there, the doctor, they were all so nice in answering my questions. Everybody always asks, like, what size did you go for? What cup are you? And the thing is, they don't measure, well, at least the doctor I went with can't tell you like what cup size you're gonna have. Basically, you show him a picture, and through that picture he knows, oh, how she needs or she wants 400 cc's or 350 cc's. But yeah, just to give you like an estimate, one of my friends got 375s, and they're like a pretty big C. So going into getting a boob job, I knew exactly the look that I wanted, and basically the look I wanted was very natural. I didn't want something that was too much, too big, because your girl is super short. I am 5 feet tall, so I didn't want really big boobs because I don't know, I just felt like I would look unproportional. And also I go to the gym a lot, and I am constantly working on growing my butt, so I felt like it would be too much for me to have like big boobs and then a big butt, and I'm only like this big. So yeah, basically I just wanted something that was gonna look natural and fit my body. And since he actually measures your breast, he sees like the width of it, how far it is, how much cleavage you have, and from that he uses a chart to see how many cc's you need. So like I said, my friend got 375 cc's, and I wanted something, I wanted a full B, if maybe a C, not even a full C. So just from, and she has the same body type as me. She's really short, she has a big butt, so I kind of used her as an estimate, and I was like, no, you know, I want to go a little bit smaller. I want mine to look a little bit more natural. So right away he measured my boob or whatever, and he told me, I'm gonna guess that you need 400 cc's. And to me, I was like, okay, no, that's too big. So I told him, I want to go on the more conservative side. I don't want something too crazy. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. My boobs were asymmetrical, which if you don't know what that means, that basically means that your nipples kind of like face out. And I just hated that. Like they were just low and they would face out. Like I wanted a full B, if maybe a C. I told him, don't go anywhere to a D. And my boobs, one of my boobs was actually bigger than the other, and that's a really common thing. But yeah, one of my boobs was bigger, so I was also thinking like I'm gonna have to get different size cc's on my boobs, which I did. So on this boob I got 310 cc, and on this one I got 340 cc. And to me, the gap between those numbers, I was like, wow, like, is that actually gonna work? Like, are they gonna come out natural and the same size? Because I felt like 340 to 310 cc, that's a big difference. And guys, literally I was so scared actually, I wasn't scared throughout the process. I was nervous to see the outcome, honestly. Like, everybody was asking me, are you nervous? Are you scared for your surgery? And I was like, I'm not scared. I'm just anxious to see the outcome, and I was scared that I wouldn't like the outcome, because you see those boob jobs where, you know, they're like such defined shape, and this is big, and I was just so scared of how my boobs were going to look after. But I wasn't necessarily scared to do the surgery. I was actually so excited. Like I said, I wanted to do this surgery for so long. So for me, I was just like, I want to get it over with. I'm anxious to see the results. So prior to getting my boobs done, I was a B cup, but my bras fit me very big. I lost about 20 pounds. So they would be very big. Like I didn't have enough cleavage to fill the B cup. So I was wearing a 32B, extending the balls so that they could go straight again, because like I said, they were kind of pointing out a little bit. So yeah. And in the type of implant that I got was a silicone implant, because there's two different types of implants. There is saline and there is silicone. The difference between them is basically that saline is more of a harder implant. It doesn't confine to your boob, whereas the silicone, it conforms to your boob, so that's how they look more natural. They don't have that defined circle shape up top. So yeah, I got that set, because when you first go into your consultation, he makes you actually fill the two different types of implants. So he doesn't tell you which one is which. He just tells you, okay, fill this implant and fill this implant. So I filled both of them. And the saline, you can't really like grab it down, like can't really squeeze it. It's very, very hard. The silicone, you grab it and you know, it's very squishy. So of course I was like, okay, I want this one because this one's squishy. I feel like this would feel like a nice boob, a grabbable boob, if you get what I'm saying. So then after I chose the implant, I got the silicone. I told him the size. He recommended me the 400, but I told him that was too big for my little body. And yeah, that was it. And then the next time you had to go in for your post. That was my consultation, which is free. And then the next time I went, I had to go in for my pre-appointment, and on that one, he made me show him pictures from a site, and the site basically, he gave me a list of sites that I could go on and look at boobs, and I had to bring him back 3 pictures of what I wanted my boobs to look like. And basically he told me to go to specific sites, because in these sites it showed the before and the after, and what he wanted to see was the after look that I was trying to achieve, and I had to kind of find a picture that was close to my boobs the way they looked before. That way he could see like the look and the size and the shape not the shape, but the look and the size I was going for. The pre-appointment, I showed him the pictures. He took pictures of me, front, side, you already know. And then he gave me my prescriptions for my pills, and it was a total of 5 different medicines that he prescribed to me, and most of them were anti-nausea medicines, because you get very, very, very nauseous, because they give you strong, I guess, anesthesia. And then he also gave you like pain relievers for after, muscle relaxers, stuff to help you sleep, things like that. So it was a total of 5 medicines that he gave to me. And then that was my pre-appointment. So far I've already seen him twice, been there twice. And then my next time I saw him was the time I got my surgery done. So I went in, they, injected me with the IV. I had already one of my anti-nausea pills. They gave me another pill to take. This is the pre-op. So glam, Lexi. So glam. Look at those socks with shoes. How are you feeling? Talk to the people.
Nervous, excited, but mostly excited.
Show them your boobs. Not really, but like show them a before and after.
And they will. They're gonna see the before right now, and the after.
See you guys in a little.
Good.
And the surgery itself was really short. It was actually like 30 minutes. But so what happened, and of course this what happened to me. I remember waking up, and obviously like you're in a bed, and I'm in this little room, and I'm asleep, and they're like calling my name, Lexi, Lexi, and I could hear them, but I couldn't open my eyes because I was so like, I could feel myself like all like wheezy and stuff from like the drugs they had given me. So I was having a really hard time opening my eyes, and finally like I opened my eyes, and they're like, are you gonna throw up? Do you want some water? And I was like, no, I just want to see my boobs. And they're like, you don't have to throw up. I'm like, no, I just want to see my boobs. And I'm like trying to see, I'm like trying to look at my boobs, but I'm like so like in and out of it that I can't even see my boobs. And then they're like looking at me, and the nurse is like, oh my god, she doesn't look like herself. Like, she's telling the doctor that like she doesn't look like herself, and the doctor looks at me and he's like, she has hives. She had an allergic reaction. So I got hives all over my body, guys. Like, my eyes were fat. I had like bumps all over my face, all over my stomach, my arms, my legs, everything, guys. So literally I look like Hitch. Literally I look like Hitch. I'm not even joking. Like, when I saw myself, I literally was so scared. I was like, oh hell no. So right away the doctor told the nurse, give her 2 injections of steroids and Benadryl, a really high dosage of Benadryl. So they gave me the Benadryl to help with the hives because, like I said, I had an allergic reaction to penicillin, which is something they gave me during the surgery. So then he had to wait like 30 more minutes until the hives went down after the steroids and the Benadryl. And once he started seeing that the hives were going down on my stomach, they kind of went away, and on my arms they were not so bad. They called my mom. They made her pull up to the front so that they could wheel me out. They had to wheel me out, and I literally was so drugged up, guys, that I kind of remember them helping me out of the bed, and then that was it. I guess I like fell asleep in the wheelchair, and as soon as they put me in my mom's car, I literally knocked the hell out. Like, the whole hour ride, I was like, I'm gonna try to post the footage that my mom took of me on the car ride home. I'm gonna post it. But overall, guys, like, the pain I went through was nothing. It was bare minimum. It wasn't even pain. It was more pressure. It was more pressure on my chest, but it wasn't like, oh my freaking god, I'm dying, kill me, why did I do this? Because I actually had friends that were telling me like how miserable they were, and I guess you could say that the Benadryl helped me because the whole ride I was asleep until maybe like 5 minutes away from my house. Then I started waking up and I was like, oh my god, I want to go home, I want to go home. And my mom was like, we're almost home. But I didn't feel like dying. I literally just felt like uncomfortable because my back hurt. I would say the pain I was feeling immediately after surgery was probably like a 3 or a 2. It was very little pain. Like I said, they give you medicine before you start your surgery, and then they had given me the Benadryl, so bitch was tired AF. I was like, sleep. But yeah, then I went to sleep, and the doctor specifically told me, he was like, don't lay in bed and be sleeping all day long. Like, you need to get up, you need to walk, you need to lift your arms. Like, it's gonna hurt to lift your arms, but the longer you stay with your arms like to your sides and just like being a little bum in bed, like, the longer you're gonna take to recover. And I was like, heck no, I need to recover like in 2 days because I got shit to do. You know, I couldn't miss work for so long. So I had my appointment at 10 o'clock. I was at my house by like 12:31, and then I woke up at 5, and literally my mom freaked out because when I woke up, I was in my mom's bed and she wasn't there. So I actually lifted myself up, guys, like right after my surgery, 4 hours after my surgery. I lifted myself up from the bed and I just slowly walked to the kitchen, and my mom's like, don't get up by yourself. I was like, I'm good. But I still had hives, guys. Literally, I looked like somebody kicked my butt. Like, my eyes were all hinchada. I literally was like this with like fat eyes. My face was kind of swollen. It looked messed up. It literally looked like I got in a fight and I got my butt kicked. Pain tolerance throughout immediately after was like a 2 or 3. I went to sleep. I took my medicine and I slept through the night, actually, because he gave me hydrocodone and he gave me a muscle relaxer. So I took those and I knocked out. It was kind of uncomfortable to sleep just because you have to sleep like laying, like kind of like sitting up, so it kind of hurts your back. But throughout the night, like I just started like going lower and lower in the pillow until I was just like flat on my back. And the first 2 days sleeping was really uncomfortable. Like, you're literally like basically sitting up like this, but it wasn't like bad. I'm telling you guys, it really was not a bad experience. And I don't know if it was the doctor and all the medicine he gave me or just the way that they cared for me at the facility, but I was not in pain at all, guys. So I got my surgery done on Thursday, and let's just say that on Saturday I went to a freaking pool party, guys, like with my new ass boobs, rolling up to the pool party. Like, that's how easy the recovery was, guys. So let me show you guys the before and the after. Like I said, I was a B before I got my boobs done, but I wouldn't fill the cup. I honestly think I was probably an A. So this is the before. Went from that to this. Yes, I know if you are seeing them right now, you're like, what the hell? Why are they so high? Why do they look like that? Like, that looks weird. That looks really weird. And yes, it's true, they do look weird, but they actually are going to drop and they're going to settle, and I'm gonna have my armpit back because the implant goes far out into my armpit. Literally, guys, the implant is like such in my armpit when I first got them that when I lifted up my arms to shave for the pool party on Saturday, I couldn't see my armpit because my implant is so big. But they take like 2 to 3 months to drop, and you actually have to massage your boobs. So I just went in for my 2-week post appointment, and now I am. So for 2 whole weeks, I couldn't gym, I couldn't do the dirty, I couldn't get my heart racing, nothing like that. And now after 2 weeks, I'm able to do everything again. I can swim, I can go to the gym, I can do the you know what. Just kidding, guys, my boyfriend is actually in Denver right now, so. But yeah, I'm free to do everything after 2 weeks. In a month to 3 months, they are going to drop and look more natural and not so high up and crazy, and the shape is not gonna be so like defined. And right now they're actually still kind of hard. Like I said, this is 2 weeks after my surgery. They're still pretty hard. Like, if you touch them, they feel like a balloon in a sense, like they could pop if I touch them very hard, but they're not gonna feel like that. They're gonna feel very squishy like a normal boob, and it's so weird. You actually really can't even feel the implant once they drop. They're gonna round out at the lower of my boob. It's gonna just look so nice, guys. And a bitch has been feeling herself for the last 2 weeks, guys. Let me just say, I'm gonna get, or maybe not I'll get comments, but maybe, you know, a lot of talky shit on the side. But why did you get this? Like, basically talking shit on the side, like, why did you get this? I don't believe in plastic surgery, or you're natural, you're beautiful the way you are. And yes, all those things are true, but honestly, guys, if you're insecure about something and you have the money to fix it, then why not fucking fix it so you're not insecure? You don't feel insecure about yourself, because when you don't feel happy with yourself, like, you just don't feel fucking happy. And you know, I don't know, like, to me, I just hated looking in the mirror. Like, I knew from a very early age that I was gonna get a boob job because I hated my boobs since I was so young. So yeah, don't waste your time with the comments and the negativity, because guys, I did this for my own self, to make myself happy, so don't bother. I'm sorry if you're against it, but this is just what I wanted to do and what I wanted to do for a long time, and since I've done it, I've just felt so much happier with myself. And yeah, I feel like I really don't have to explain why I got a boob job. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you had all your questions that you had answered, and if you didn't, then comment down below your questions and I'll be sure to answer them for you guys. But I hope this video was helpful. With that being said, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and comment down below things that you want to see me film. Until next time, guys, bye!